We often hear about the concept of the higher self. This higher self is an elevated version of who we are, a part of us that exists beyond the physical and the mundane. It is wise, compassionate, and deeply connected to the universe. But how do we hear it? How do we recognize its voice amidst the noise of everyday life? This journey requires us to quiet our minds and tune into the subtle whispers of our inner wisdom. Firstly, let's consider the importance of silence and stillness. In our modern world, we are constantly bombarded with information, distractions, and noise. It becomes challenging to discern the voice of our higher self when our minds are cluttered. To truly hear this inner guidance, we must create space for silence and stillness in our lives. This could be through meditation, spending time in nature, or simply sitting quietly with our thoughts. When we allow ourselves to be still, we begin to notice the subtle impressions and insights that arise from within. These impressions are often gentle nudges rather than loud declarations. They might come as a soft feeling of intuition, a sudden clarity of thought, or an inexplicable sense of knowing. The key is to pay attention and trust these subtle signals. They are the language of our higher self, guiding us towards our true path. Listening to our higher self also involves cultivating a deep sense of self-awareness. This means being honest with ourselves about our true feelings, desires, and fears. It requires us to look beyond the surface and understand the deeper motivations and beliefs that drive our actions. By cultivating self-awareness, we become more attuned to the guidance of our higher self, which is always aligned with our highest good. One practical way to enhance self-awareness is through journaling. Writing down our thoughts and feelings can help us process our experiences and gain insights into our inner world. As we journal, we might notice recurring themes or patterns that reveal deeper truths about ourselves. These revelations are often the voice of our higher self, providing us with the wisdom we need to grow and evolve. Another essential aspect of hearing our higher self is learning to trust ourselves. Many of us have been conditioned to seek validation and approval from external sources. We doubt our own inner knowing and rely on the opinions of others to make decisions. However, our higher self is our most reliable source of guidance. It knows what is best for us, even when it might not make logical sense to our rational minds.
Click subscribe to this channel to get more profound spiritual lesson.
Trusting ourselves means honoring our intuition and following our inner guidance, even when it feels uncomfortable or uncertain. It means believing that we have the wisdom and strength to navigate our lives. This trust is built over time through practice and experience. The more we listen to and act on the guidance of our higher self, the stronger our connection becomes. As we develop this trust, we also learn to differentiate between the voice of our higher self and the voice of our ego. While the higher self speaks with love, compassion, and wisdom, the ego often speaks through fear, doubt, and negativity. By becoming aware of these different voices, we can choose to align with the guidance of our higher self and not be swayed by the fears of the ego. Now, I want to ask you a deep question. What would your life look like if you fully trusted and followed the guidance of your higher self? Take a moment to imagine this reality. How would you feel? What changes would you need to make? Reflecting on these questions can help you understand the importance of connecting with your higher self and inspire you to take the necessary steps to strengthen this connection. The language of the soul. Recognizing the signs of your higher self. As we continue exploring how to hear the voice of our higher self, we must delve into the language of the soul. Our higher self communicates with us in ways that transcend ordinary speech. It often uses signs, symbols, and synchronicities to guide us. Recognizing these signs requires us to be deeply present and attuned to the subtle messages that life presents. One of the most profound ways our higher self communicates is through synchronicity. These are meaningful coincidences that seem too perfect to be mere chance. Perhaps you've experienced moments where everything aligns perfectly, or you encounter someone who provides exactly the insight you needed at that moment. These synchronicities are not random. They are orchestrated by your higher self to guide you on your path. To recognize synchronicities, we must pay attention to the patterns and connections in our lives. This means being mindful of the people we meet, the conversations we have, and the events that unfold. When something feels significant or unusually timed, it's often a message from our higher self. Keeping a journal of these experiences can help us see the bigger picture and understand the guidance being offered. Another way our higher self communicates is through dreams. Dreams are a rich source of insight and wisdom, as they bypass our conscious mind and tap into deeper layers of our psyche. In dreams, our higher self often uses symbols and archetypes to convey messages. Paying attention to recurring symbols or themes can provide valuable guidance. Interpreting dreams requires a level of curiosity and openness. Rather than taking dreams at face value, we should explore the emotions and associations they evoke. What feelings arise when you think about a particular dream? How does it relate to your current life situation? By reflecting on these questions, we can uncover the messages from our higher self embedded in our dreams. Our bodies are also powerful instruments of communication for our higher self. We often experience physical sensations or intuitive feelings that signal when something is right or wrong for us. For example, you might feel a sense of lightness and excitement when you're aligned with your higher self's guidance, or a sense of heaviness and discomfort when you're not. Learning to tune into these bodily sensations can help us navigate our lives with greater clarity and alignment. To become more attuned to our bodies, practices such as mindfulness and body awareness can be incredibly helpful. By regularly checking in with how we feel physically and emotionally, we can discern when we are in alignment with our higher self. This practice of tuning in also strengthens our intuition, making it easier to hear the subtle whispers of our inner wisdom. Nature is another powerful conduit for communication with our higher self. Spending time in nature helps us reconnect with our essence and the larger cosmos. The natural world is full of signs and symbols that can offer profound insights if we are open to receiving them. Whether it's the sight of a particular animal, the shape of a cloud, or the sound of the wind, nature speaks to us in the language of the soul. When we immerse ourselves in nature, we can practice being fully present and observant. Notice the details around you, the colors, the sounds, the textures. Allow yourself to feel a sense of connection with the natural world. Often, in these moments of deep presence, we receive the most profound guidance from our higher self. Our higher self also speaks through our emotions. Emotions are powerful indicators of our inner state and can guide us towards what is in alignment with our true self. When we experience emotions such as joy, love, and peace, it's often a sign that we are following the guidance of our higher self. Conversely, emotions such as fear, anger, and sadness can indicate areas where we need to heal or realign. Listening to our emotions requires us to embrace them fully, without judgment. Rather than suppressing or ignoring our emotions, we should acknowledge and explore them. What is this emotion trying to tell me? What needs or desires are underlying this feeling? By engaging with our emotions in this way, we can uncover the deeper messages from our higher self. Now, I invite you to reflect on this. How often do you listen to the subtle messages of your higher self? What signs and synchronicities have you noticed in your life? Take a moment to consider how you can become more attuned to the language of the soul and the guidance it offers. The inner compass, cultivating intuition and inner wisdom. As we journey further into understanding how to hear our higher self, we must explore the cultivation of our intuition and inner wisdom. These are the tools that bridge the gap between our conscious mind and the deeper, more profound guidance of our higher self. Intuition is often described as a gut feeling or an inner knowing that transcends logic and reason. It is our inner compass, guiding us towards our highest good. To cultivate intuition, we must first learn to trust it. This trust is built through experience and practice. Start by paying attention to your initial reactions and feelings in various situations. Notice when you have a strong sense about something, even if it doesn't make logical sense. These moments are often your intuition speaking. The more you acknowledge and act on your intuitive insights, the stronger and more reliable they become. Meditation is a powerful practice for enhancing intuition. By quieting the mind and turning inward, we create space for our inner wisdom to emerge. During meditation, focus on your breath and allow your thoughts to settle. As you enter a state of deep relaxation, you may find that insights and intuitive feelings arise naturally. These are the whispers of your higher self, offering guidance and clarity. Another practice that can strengthen your intuition is visualization. Visualization involves creating mental images of desired outcomes or situations. It taps into the creative power of the mind and connects us with the energy of our higher self. To practice visualization, find a quiet space and close your eyes. Imagine a scenario where you are guided by your higher self. See yourself making decisions with confidence and clarity, feeling aligned and empowered. By regularly engaging in visualization, you reinforce the connection with your higher self and enhance your intuitive abilities. Listening to your body is also crucial in developing intuition. Our bodies are deeply connected to our subconscious mind and often provide signals that are aligned with our higher self. Pay attention to physical sensations such as tension, relaxation, warmth, or coolness. These sensations can offer valuable insights into what is right for you. For example, if you feel a sense of ease and openness in your body when considering a particular decision, it's likely that it aligns with your higher self. Conversely, if you feel tension or discomfort, it may be a sign to reconsider. Engaging with creative activities can also open the doorway to intuition. Activities such as painting, writing, dancing, or playing music allow us to express ourselves freely and tap into our inner wisdom. When we engage in creativity, we enter a flow state where the mind is quiet and the soul speaks. These moments of creative expression are often when we receive the most profound insights from our higher self. Journaling, as mentioned earlier, is another powerful tool for cultivating intuition. When you write, allow your thoughts to flow freely without judgment or censorship. This practice can help you access deeper layers of your psyche and uncover intuitive insights. You might be surprised at the wisdom that emerges when you let go of the need to control or edit your thoughts. An important aspect of developing intuition is learning to discern between the voice of your higher self and the voice of your ego. The ego often speaks from a place of fear, doubt, and limitation. It is concerned with self-preservation and external validation. In contrast, the higher self speaks with love, compassion, and a sense of expansiveness. To differentiate these voices, pay attention to the underlying energy and intention behind your thoughts and feelings. The guidance of your higher self will always feel supportive, uplifting, and aligned with your highest good. Building a relationship with your higher self requires patience and practice. It's not something that happens overnight, but with consistent effort, the connection will grow stronger. Consider setting aside regular time each day to tune in and listen to your inner guidance. This could be through meditation, journaling, or simply sitting quietly and asking for guidance. Trust that the answers will come, even if they don't appear immediately. Now, I invite you to reflect on this. How often do you consciously cultivate your intuition and inner wisdom? What practices can you incorporate into your daily routine to strengthen this connection? Take a moment to consider how you can deepen your relationship with your higher self and trust the guidance it offers, embracing the journey, living in alignment with your higher self. As we reach the culmination of our exploration into hearing the voice of our higher self, it's essential to focus on what it means to live in alignment with this deeper wisdom. Embracing the guidance of our higher self is not merely about listening. It's about integrating this wisdom into our daily lives and making choices that reflect our highest values and truths. Living in alignment with your higher self begins with authenticity. Authenticity means being true to who you are at your core without pretense or facade. It requires a deep understanding of your values, passions, and purpose. When you live authentically, you honor the unique expression of your soul and allow your higher self to shine through your actions and decisions. To live authentically, you must first identify what truly matters to you. Spend time reflecting on your core values and what brings you joy and fulfillment. These are the signposts that guide you towards your true path. Once you have clarity on your values, make a conscious effort to align your actions with them. This might mean making difficult choices or letting go of situations and relationships that no longer serve your highest good. Remember, living authentically is a continuous process of self-discovery and growth. Another key aspect of living in alignment with your higher self is embracing vulnerability. Vulnerability is the willingness to be open and honest, even when it feels uncomfortable. It means showing up as your true self without hiding behind masks or defenses. When you embrace vulnerability, you create space for deeper connections and more meaningful experiences. Your higher self thrives in an environment of openness and authenticity where its wisdom can flow freely. Practicing gratitude is also vital in aligning with your higher self. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's lacking to what's abundant in your life. It opens your heart and mind to the blessings and opportunities that surround you. When you cultivate an attitude of gratitude, you raise your vibration and attract more positive experiences. Your higher self operates at a high vibrational frequency, and by aligning with gratitude, you harmonize with this energy. Incorporating mindfulness into your daily life is another powerful way to stay connected with your higher self. Mindfulness is the practice of being fully present in the moment, with awareness and acceptance. It allows you to observe your thoughts, feelings, and surroundings without judgment. When you practice mindfulness, you create a space for your higher self to communicate with you. It helps you stay grounded and aligned with your inner truth, even amidst the chaos of daily life. Service to others is also a profound expression of living in alignment with your higher self. When you extend kindness, compassion, and support to those around you, you embody the qualities of your higher self. Service expands your sense of connection and purpose, reminding you of the interconnectedness of all beings. It's through acts of service that you often receive the most profound insights and guidance from your higher self. Living in alignment with your higher self also involves embracing change and uncertainty. Life is a dynamic journey, and clinging to the familiar can limit your growth and evolution. Your higher self encourages you to step out of your comfort zone and embrace new experiences. Trust that each challenge and change is an opportunity for growth and a deeper connection with your true self. By embracing the unknown with an open heart, you allow your higher self to guide you towards your highest potential. As you integrate the wisdom of your higher self into your life, remember that it's a journey, not a destination. There will be moments of clarity and moments of confusion, times of alignment and times of misalignment. Be gentle with yourself and trust the process. Each step you take, no matter how small, brings you closer to living in harmony with your higher self. Finally, I invite you to reflect on this. What does living in alignment with your higher self look like for you? What changes can you make today to honor this deeper wisdom within you? Take a moment to commit to one action that supports your journey towards greater alignment and authenticity. Thank you for taking this journey. May you always hear the voice of your higher self and live a life that reflects your highest truth.